Alright everybody, I've had a few people ask what I do for my healthy breakfast, and I call them my green eggs without ham. Um, I have the ingredients here with me, and I will show you, I will instruct you on how to make it, and the way I make it, there's enough that should last you about a week, maybe two. And I like to prep this and make it a lot easier for eating throughout the week so you don't have to make it every morning. So without further ado, we'll kick it off with this. So here we are. We have our ingredients for our green eggs without ham. These are containers that we're going to be putting it all in after we blend and mix and cook. They are 4 ounces per container. Ziploc makes good one. There's a couple other brands, but they're cheap and they fit in the freezer nice and easy. So our main ingredient here, of course, is liquid eggs. It is cholesterol free for those that are heart healthy, and it also has some protein and some vitamin B in it. Right here is our main protein source. It is Isopure unflavored with 25 grams of protein per serving. We also have our taco seasoning mix. This right here, you don't want to add too much because the sodium is high, and that's about it. There's a little bit of carbs in each serving, but we add a little bit of this just for flavoring. This right here is so you get your daily vegetables. It is green superfood. It has 2 full servings of vegetables, a whole bunch of vitamins and minerals in it, and it turns the eggs green, and it doesn't really taste that good. So that's where the taco seasoning really compensates. This is actually something we will add after it is cooked, to add a little bit more moisture back to it, because the protein powder will dry it out when you're cooking, and it helps with flavoring. There's hardly any calories in salsa. There's hardly anything bad in salsa. You got to look at the ingredients though, because some of them will use a good bit of sugar in it, so you want to check to make sure the one you're buying does not have sugar. Let's see here, and here is our big blender. Now I have a Nutri Ninja. I have a couple different ones I use depending on how much you want to cook. We're going to cook a larger amount today so we can put it in these containers and freeze for our weekly breakfast meals. So right now what I am going to do is I am going to mix. And I'm going to mix, let's see, there's 20 servings in this container. I will probably do roughly about to here, so probably about 15 servings, because my blender is not big enough to handle the whole container. I've learned that the hard way. I will put in 4 scoops of protein powder, which equals 100 grams of protein. I will put in 1 serving of the taco seasoning, just enough to add the flavor, but without getting too much salt or calories. I will add 6 scoops of the superfood. That is enough to get the servings correct, and too much will actually also help dry it out. Salsa, again, I will follow the suggested serving size, but that is after we cook it, but before we put it in our little Tupperware. All right, what I'm going to do is mix up what I just described and show you what it looks like afterwards. One thing I did want to touch off on is where to get the supplies, all right? So most things can be picked up at Walmart. Some things I like to pick up at Sam's Club just to get the larger containers of it. So the only thing here I had to order is the flavorless protein powder, but you can pick that up at local stores like Vitamin Shop or GNC. You don't have to go with Isopure brand. There's a couple other ones. This is just the one that I tried first. I liked it, so I kept using it. Great Value is a Walmart brand. I don't get any kind of sponsor or anything like that, but these things last a good bit in the fridge, and I'll pick up about 4 of these and make up a bunch of eggs. And taco seasoning, I picked this up at Sam's Club. I picked this up at Sam's Club. I believe they have it at Walmart too. It's not extremely cheap, but it's not a wallet buster. And salsa, I usually get the bigger container that you can buy at Walmart or Sam's Club, but this was just, I ran out, so I picked some up over at Dollar General. So, all right, in total, I mean, a container of this is below $3. I think this was below $6. This, I think, was around $20 or less. But let me see here. If you look, there's 45 servings in here, so it lasts you a good bit. And salsa is usually only a couple dollars. This is the only thing that's pretty expensive is the flavorless protein powder. But you want that if you're getting small amounts. Your body's going to need the protein to maintain the muscles you have. You don't want your body saving fat and cutting into your muscle. So I think this container is around $40. But again, there is 47 servings. All right, now here is what you're going to come with those ingredients mixed in. And that's just bubbles on the top. So it's pretty dark green. And it has all of our pre-cooking ingredients inside. So now I will cook it. And I'll show it after we put the salsa in there. All right, so here is our final product of green eggs without ham. Already got the salsa mixed in. It's already fully cooked. Now to put it in containers. All right, so here we are. We have our breakfast containers, each of them being 4 ounces. You'll find that adding the protein powder makes them very filling. I didn't want to open that new package, so I actually had some of my older ones. But these are 4 ounces as well. And one of these I actually got out of the freezer from a previous. So you put one of these in the microwave, take the top off, and cook for about a minute and 15, minute and 20. Nice and hot, good flavor. And because the salsa that we added, it keeps it moist. All right, and that's a breakfast enough for a week. Well, a little more than a week. So there you go. I'll do a video for some lunches and dinners too. All right, people. See you later.